Sorry, everyone. Just having a panic from the family there because just give me one moment. Good evening, everyone. Sorry about that. Welcome to the Pub Quizzle this evening with me, your host, Ali B. Just some panics in the background there because, of course, some of the quiz's biggest fans are having trouble talking to one another to be able to play. So just with some technical issues there. But welcome. We have officially reached the 50th Pub Quizzle. This is the half century of the Pub Quizzle. So thank you to all of you regulars who've been coming since the beginning. Of course, welcome to any new Quizzlers today as well. Now, not making too big a deal of this. Now, I'm not normally one to ration celebrations, but actually the biggie is coming next week, which is the first birthday, the first anniversary of the Pub Quizzle. So really looking forward to that. A few fun things that we'll be doing to celebrate that. So please come along and celebrate with me. But tonight it is although it is the 50th quiz, fairly standard quiz as always, 6 rounds of 15 questions, which means 90 questions tonight. But with your joker, you will have the opportunity to double on one of those rounds, which means you have the chance to score 105 points. So let's have a little look what our rounds are going to be tonight so you can make that choice. Okay, so our first round tonight is going to be maths. We haven't had maths for quite a long time, so I've brought that back tonight. Round number 2 is going to be finish the book title. So I'm going to give you the first half of a book title and also the author, and I would like you to complete the name of the book. Round number 3 is going to be the audio round, as always, and tonight we have 21st century songs. Then when we come to the halfway point, we will have a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we'll go through all of the answers for the first half together. Then when we come back, we will start the second half with potluck, as always. Round number 5 is going to be Ireland. It was last week, St. Patrick's Day, which I didn't fully acknowledge at the Pub Quizzle, so we'll be doing so tonight. And finally, our picture round is going to be hairstyles. 15 pictures of hairstyles. I'd like you to tell me what the name of that hairstyle is. So where will you play your joker this evening? Where do you think you will be able to maximize your points? Okay, I will remind you at the start of each round, or at least I will attempt to remind you to declare your joker. So we come to our first round tonight, which is maths. So if anyone would like to play their joker here, any mathmos out there, now is your chance to do so. And if we are ready, here is your first question of the evening. How many grams are there in a kilogram? How many grams are there in a kilogram? Question number 2. What is the square root of 36? What is the square root of 36? Just on the water tonight. Decided I was going to have a week off. Ready for celebrating next week. Number 3, what is the top number of a fraction called? What is the top number of a fraction called? Number 4, how many months are there in 12 years? How many months are there in 12 years? Number 5, what term describes half of the diameter of a circle? What term describes half of the diameter of a circle? Question number 6. What is 4/5 as a decimal? What is 4/5 as a decimal? Number 7. What type of average is calculated by adding up all the numbers, then dividing by how many numbers there are? What type of average is calculated by adding up all the numbers, then dividing by how many numbers there are? A number of different averages in mathematics, so which one is that a description of? Number 8. What is the name for an angle which is greater than 180 degrees and smaller than 360 degrees? What is the name for an angle which is greater than 180 degrees and smaller than 360 degrees? Number 9. What year is represented by MCML XXVI in Roman numerals? What year is represented by MCML XXVI in Roman numerals? I have to scribble that one down and work it out. Number 10. How many faces does a dodecahedron have? How many faces does a dodecahedron have? Okay, moving on to question number 11. What is the volume of a cube with a side length of 3 centimeters? What is the volume of a cube with a side length of 3 centimeters? Number 12. Which word describes a triangle with sides of 3 different lengths? What word describes a triangle with sides of 3 different lengths? Number 13. What is the only number that has the same number of letters as its meaning? What is the only number that has the same number of letters when it is written out as a word as its meaning? Number 14. Whose theorem states that a square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other 2 sides? Whose theorem states that a square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other 2 sides? And finally, your 15th math question tonight is: in trigonometry, the 3 most familiar functions are sine, cosine, and what? So in trigonometry, the 3 most familiar functions are sine, cosine, and what? Okay, that brings us to the end of our maths round this evening. So we move on to round number 2, finish the book title. Okay, so we have 15 book titles and I've only given you the first half. I'll also give the author as a little bit of an extra clue. I would like you to tell me the second half of these book titles. If you would like to play your joker here, now is your chance. Please do declare it to those you are playing with. And let's get going with our first book title tonight, which is number 1, Charlie and the by Roald Dahl. Charlie and the. Please finish that book title. Number 2, Murder on the by Agatha Christie. Murder on the by Agatha Christie. Number 3, Men Are From Mars by John Gray. Men Are From Mars by John Gray. Number 4, The Hitchhikers by Douglas Adams. The Hitchhikers by Douglas Adams. Number 5, All Quiet by Eric Maria Remarque. Remarque. All Quiet by Eric Maria Remarque. Number 6, One Flew Over by Ken Kesey. One Flew Over by Ken Kesey. Number 7, Alice's Adventures by Lewis Carroll. Alice's Adventures. Why can't I say that? Alice's Adventures by Lewis Carroll. Number 8, The Bridge Over by Pierre Boulle. The Bridge Over by Pierre Boulle. Number 9, The Old Man by Ernest Hemingway. The Old Man by Ernest Hemingway. Number 10, Journey to the by Jules Verne. Journey to the by Jules Verne. Number 11, The 7 Habits of by Stephen R. Covey. The 7 Habits of by Stephen R. Covey. Number 12, The Voyage of by C.S. Lewis. The Voyage of by C.S. Lewis. Number 13, The Count of by Alexandra Dumas. The Count of by Alexandra Dumas. Number 14, How to Win Friends by Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends by Dale Carnegie. And number 15, The Picture of by Oscar Wilde. The Picture of by Oscar Wilde. Okay, they are your 15. Scribble down any you're not sure about, so you can have a guess or a further ponder. But that brings us to the end of round number 2, our book titles round. So we will move on to round number 3, which is our audio round, and we have 21st century songs tonight. I have had a few requests from some of our younger Quizzlers to bring some of my music choices bang up to date. I'm not sure whether they're bang up to date, but they're a little bit more recent. However, I'm sure some of our older Quizzlers will not be so keen on this round, but trying to keep a balance, but we'll see. I'm sure you'll recognise lots of these anyway, whatever your age. Okay, so if you'd like to play your joker here, now is your chance to declare it. Volumes up. I will, of course, play all 15 through and then go back to the top and play them a second time, so you have a second chance to hear them. As always, half a point for the song title, half a point for the name of the artist. Okay, if we are all ready, we will get going with our first song tonight. Here we go. Okay. Moving on to number 2.
Up in the club, just woke up, I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and now you want to trip, cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, he up on me, don't pay him any attention. Just crying my tears, 3 good years, can't be mad at me.
There is your second song of the night. Song and artist names, please. Okay, moving on now to question number 3. How about this one?
Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces.
Okay, there's number 3. Just to say that a number of these songs have an artist featuring another artist. I will be generous here. If you identify either of the artists, I will give you the half point. Just to be generous on our 50th Quizzle. Okay, moving on now to number 4.
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star. Baby, cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars, and that's when you need me there. With you I'll always share. Because when the sunshine will shine
Okay, that was number 4. Moving on now to number 5. How about this?
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70.
All right, there's number 5. We now come to number 6.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space with the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
All right. I think that's one of the highest selling number 1s of the 21st century, that one. Number 7.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do.
Okay. Number 8.
Oh boy, I can see your body moving, half animal, half man. I don't really know what I'm doing, just seem to have a plan. My will, self-restraint, have come to fail now. See, I'm doing what I can, so you know that's a bit too hard to explain.
Okay. Number 9. Can you name the song and artist for this one?
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet.
Okay. Number 10. How about this one?
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now.
Moving on to number 11.
Ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back,
Horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Bit more recent, that one. I've realised, even though I've said 21st century songs, they've all been from about potentially about 15 years ago. Anyway, moving on to number 12.
I'd rather be at home with Ray. I gained about 70 days. 'Cause there's nothing you can teach me that I can't learn from Mr. Hathaway.
All right. We'll now move on to number 13. Can you name this song and artist?
Just shoot for the stars. If it feels right, then aim for my heart. If you feel like it, take me away and make it okay. I swear I'll behave.
Okay. Number 14. How about this one?
Lay where you're laying. Don't make a sound.
And finally, here is your 15th song of the 21st century. Do you know the singer and song title?
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me.
Okay, so they are your 15, but as promised, I will go back to the top and play them all again so you can hear them one more time. I'm sure for many of you, they're on the tip of your tongue. Okay, so here is number 1, back to the top, one more time. Number 2.
Up in the club, just woke up. I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and now you want a trip. 'Cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, he up on me. Don't pay him any attention. Just crying my tears, get 3 good years. Can't be mad at me.
Number 3.
This shit that ice cold. Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces.
Number 4.
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star. Baby, 'cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars, and that's when you need me there. With you, I'll always share. Because when the sunshine, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end.
Number 5.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70.
Number 6.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
Number 7.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do.
Number 8.
Oh boy, I can see your body moving, half animal, half man. I don't really know what I'm doing, but you seem to have a plan. My will, self-restraint, have done to fail now, fail now. See, I'm doing what I can, so you know that's a bit too hard to explain.
Number 9.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet.
Number 10.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, added it in a blind dance. It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke. And she's
Number 11.
I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Number 12.
I'd rather be at home with Ray. I gained about 70 days. 'Cause there's nothing you can teach me that I can't learn from Mr. Hathaway.
Number 13.
Just shoot for the stars. If it feels right, then aim for my heart. If you feel like it, take me away and make it okay. I swear I'll behave.
Number 14.
Lay where you laying. Don't make a sound.
And finally, your 15th song from the 21st century. Please tell me the name of the song and the artist.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me.
Okay, and they are your 15 songs for the audio round tonight. Okay, that brings us to the end of round number 3, but also the end of the first half of the pub quizzle. So we'll now take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we'll go through all of those answers together before cracking on with the second half. So I will see you very shortly. One mo. Let me just fix that slide. What happened there? I'm in a mare tonight. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of the pub quizzle. I hope you have topped up all of your drinks and you're ready to go, because we will now be jumping back to round one to go through all of the answers together. So round one was maths, of course. So question one, how many grams are there in a kilogram? That would be 1,000 grams in a kilogram. What's the square root of 36? 6. Number 3, what is the top number of a fraction called? The numerator. Number 4, how many months are there in 12 years? 12 times 12 is 144. Number 5, what term describes half of the diameter of a circle? The radius. Number 6, what is 4/5 as a decimal? 0.8. Number 7, what type of average is calculated by adding up all the numbers, then dividing by how many numbers there are? That is the mean. Number 8, what is the name for an angle which is greater than 180 degrees but smaller than 360? A reflex angle. Number 9, what year is represented by MCMLXXVI? That is 1976. Number 10, how many faces does a dodecahedron have? 12. Number 11, what is the volume of a cube with side length of 3 centimeters? 27, 3 by 3 by 3. Number 12, which word describes a triangle with sides of 3 different lengths? A scalene triangle. Number 13, what is the only number that has the same number of letters as its meaning? 4. 4 letters, number 4. Number 14, whose theorem states that a square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other 2 sides? Pythagoras. And finally, number 15, in trigonometry, the 3 most familiar functions are sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, that is your maths round complete. Did I take you back to school there? All right, round number 2, finish the book title. So we had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Murder on the Orient Express, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, All Quiet on the Western Front, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, The Bridge Over the River Kwai, The Old Man and the Sea, Journey to the Center of the Earth, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Number 12, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Count of Monte Cristo, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and finally The Picture of Dorian Gray. Okay, and so now we come to round 3, audio round, songs of the 21st century. So as I say, in a few of these we have an artist featuring another artist. I'll give you the half a point if you get either. Okay, number 1, Can't Get You Out of My Head by Kylie Minogue. Number 2, Single Ladies by Beyonce. Number 3, Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. There's the first one. So if you've got either of those names, you get the half point. If you got them both, then you can just be smug. Number 4, Umbrella, Rihanna featuring Jay-Z. Number 5, Thinking Out Loud, Ed Sheeran. Number 6, Happy by Pharrell Williams. If you've just said Pharrell, I will of course accept. Number 7, Rolling in the Deep, Adele. Number 8, Hips Don't Lie, Shakira. Just realised actually that features Wyclef Jean. So there you go. If you said Wyclef Jean, you can have the half point. Number 9, Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. Number 10, Mr. Brightside by The Killers. Number 11, Old Town Road. So that's by Lil Nas X and featuring Billy Ray Cyrus. Number 12, Rehab by Amy Winehouse. Number 13, Moves Like Jagger. So that's Maroon 5 featuring Christina Aguilera. Number 14, Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon. And number 15, Rather Be by Clean Bandit featuring Jess Glynn. Okay, they are all of your answers to the first half of the pub Quizzle tonight. And so we come to our second half. And just as a reminder, if you haven't played your Joker yet, the rounds to come are round number 4, Potluck, round number 5, Ireland, and round number 6, our picture round this evening will be hairstyles. 15 pictures of hairstyles. I want to know what the name of that hairstyle is. Okie doke, so if you'd like to play your Joker on Potluck, now is your chance. And let's get going with our first question of the second half, which is, what do Americans call the bonnet of a car? Well, have I expressed that the wrong way? Americans call it the bonnet of a car. What do we call it in the UK? So what would we call the bonnet of a car, as they say in America? Number 2, what is the informal term for someone from Liverpool? What is the informal term for someone from Liverpool? Number 3, who wrote Oliver Twist? Who wrote Oliver Twist? Number 4, which country has the ruble as its currency? Which country has the ruble as its currency? Number 5, which star sign is represented by the scales? Which star sign is represented by the scales? Number 6, how many playing pieces are there in a standard draft set? How many playing pieces are there in a standard draft set or a checkers set? I have just been informed, my confusion over question 1, what do Americans call the bonnet of the car? I had got it the right way round because they call it something else. So what do the Americans call it? Not what do we call it? You all knew what I meant, I'm sure. Hey, tonight I'm only drinking water. As one of my friends said, I should stick to wine. Number 7. Where in the UK was British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain born? Where in the UK was British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain born? Number 8. Liberace was famous for playing which musical instrument? Liberace was famous for playing which musical instrument? Number 9. Who is credited with the invention of the television? Who is credited with the invention of the television? And number 10. What flavour is the French liqueur Chambord? What flavour is the French liqueur Chambord? Number 11. Which country does Emmental cheese come from? Which country does Emmental cheese come from? Number 12. Who played the lead role in the 2008 film Iron Man? Who played the lead role in the 2008 film Iron Man? Number 13. Which sport is played on a diamond? Which sport is played on a diamond? Number 14. What is the common name for the patella? What is the common name for the patella? And number 15. Which soft drink was originally marketed as the temperance drink? Which soft drink was originally marketed as the temperance drink? Okay, and that brings us to the end of the potluck round tonight. And so we move on to our fifth round this evening, which is going to be all about Ireland. So people, places, things in Ireland, all sorts of trivia. So if you would like to play your joker here, now is your chance. And we'll get going with question number 1, which is, what is the name of the 3-leaf clover that is a symbol of Ireland? We just saw it there in the icon. What is the name of that 3-leaf clover that is a symbol of Ireland? Number 2, what does the Irish word slanger mean in English? What does the Irish word slanger mean in English? I hope I pronounced that okay. Number 3, which alcoholic spirit is included in an Irish coffee? Which alcoholic spirit is included in an Irish coffee? Number 4, which saint chased the snakes out of Ireland? Which saint chased the snakes out of Ireland? Number 5, which singer from the punk rock band the Boomtown Rats later campaigned for famine relief with Live Aid? Which singer from the punk rock band the Boomtown Rats later campaigned for famine relief with Live Aid? He is Irish, which I'm sure you've guessed is the link. I don't know why I'm explaining my questions. I'm getting them wrong tonight. So, number 6. How long does it take to pour the perfect pint of Guinness? You have some choices. Is it A, 67.25 seconds, B, 119.5 seconds, or C, 154.75 seconds? So how long does it take to pour the perfect pint of Guinness? A, 67.25 seconds, B, 119.5 seconds, or C, 154.75 seconds. Number 7. Michael Flatley created which Irish dance phenomenon? Michael Flatley created which Irish dance phenomenon? Number 8. What occurred in Ireland between the period of 1845 and 1852? What occurred in Ireland between the period of 1845 and 1852? Just to say that final year is disputed in different sources. Sometimes it is 1845 to 1849, but there we go, around that time anyway. Number 9, which Irish author wrote The Importance of Being Earnest? Which Irish author wrote The Importance of Being Earnest? And number 10, which city's name translates from Irish Gaelic into English as dark pool? Which city's name translates from the Irish Gaelic into English as dark pool? All right, moving on to number 11. In which Irish sport do a team of 15 players use a wooden stick to hit the ball? In which Irish sport do a team of 15 players use a wooden stick to hit the ball? Number 12. Which famous Irish actor played Lawrence of Arabia? Which famous Irish actor played Lawrence of Arabia? Number 13. Which famous car in the film Back to the Future was built in Dunmurry, Northern Ireland? Which famous car in the film Back to the Future was built in Dunmurry, Northern Ireland? Number 14. Mark, Brian, Cian, Shane and Nicky were the original members of which Irish boy band? Mark, Brian, Cian, Shane and Nicky were the original members of which Irish boy band? Number 15. Which Irish town finishes this song title? It's a long way to where? So which Irish town finishes this song title? It's a long way to where? Okie doke. That brings us to the end of our Irish round tonight. So we come to our final round of the evening, which is the picture round, as always. And tonight we have hairstyles. So I have 15 pictures of different famous hairstyles. And I'd just like you to tell me what the name of the hairstyle is. As always, I've broken it down into 3 sets of 5. You will have 2 minutes to write down all of your answers for each set. Once we have come to the end of the 2 minutes, we'll move on to the next set and we shan't return. So please pay attention during those 2 minutes. Okay, if you are all ready, we will get cracking with our first set of hairstyles. Thirty more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here's your second set. 30 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And here's your third set. Seconds. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that brings us to the end of the picture round tonight and to the end of our 50th ever pub Quizzle. Okay, let's have a look at the quizzing bragging rights. After 50 weeks of doing this, are you going to be leveling up, maybe perhaps dropping back, depending on how you got on in that 21st century audio round? Okay, let's see. Let's have a little look at the answers for the second half. Okay, so back to round 4, which was our potluck round as always. So question number 1, what do Americans call the bonnet of a car? I'd got it the right way around. They call it the hood, we call it the bonnet. There we go. Number 2, what is the informal term for someone from Liverpool? A Scouser. Number 3, who wrote Oliver Twist? Charles Dickens. Number 4, which country has the ruble as their currency? Russia. Number 5, which star sign is represented by the scales? Libra. Number 6, how many playing pieces are there in a standard draughts or checkers set? 24, 12 pieces each. Number 7, where in the UK was British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain born? Ding, ding, ding. That is your Birmingham answer tonight. You can visit Chamberlain Square if you want to in Birmingham. Number 8, Liberace was famous for playing which musical instrument? The piano. Number 9, who is credited with the invention of television? John Logie Baird, who I used to call John Yogi Bear when I was little, so there we go. Number 10, what flavour is the French liqueur Chambord? Raspberry. Number 11, which country does Emmental cheese come from? Switzerland. Number 12, who played the lead role in the 2008 film Iron Man? Robert Downey Jr. I actually walked past him when I was in LA once. How exciting. Number 13, which sport is played on a diamond? Baseball. Number 14, what is the common name for the patella? The kneecap. And number 15, which soft drink was originally marketed as the temperance drink? Coca-Cola. There we go. All right, moving on to round 5, which was our Irish round tonight. Number 1, what is the name of the 3-leaf clover that is a symbol of Ireland? The shamrock. Number 2, what does the Irish word sláinte mean in English? Cheers, or literally health. So I will accept either, of course. Number 3, which alcoholic spirit is included in an Irish coffee? Irish whiskey, or just whiskey. Spelt with an E though, the Irish whiskey, of course. Number 4, which saint chased the snakes out of Ireland? St. Patrick, his day last Wednesday. Number 5, which singer from the punk rock band The Boomtown Rats later campaigned for famine relief with Live Aid? Bob Geldof. Number 6, how long does it take to pour the perfect pint of Guinness? Good fact here, was it A, 67.25, B, 119.5, or C, 154.75? It was B, 119.5 seconds to be exact. Number 7, Michael Flatley created which Irish dance phenomenon? River dance. Number 8, what occurred in Ireland between the period of 1845 and 1852? The potato famine, or the Great Famine. Number 9, which Irish author wrote The Importance of Being Earnest? Oscar Wilde. Number 10, which city's name translates from the Irish Gaelic into English as Dark Pool? Dublin. Number 11, in which Irish sport do teams of 15 players use a wooden stick to hit the ball? Hurling. Number 12, which famous Irish actor played Lawrence of Arabia? Peter O'Toole. Number 13, which famous car in the film Back to the Future was built in Dunmurry, Northern Ireland? The DeLorean. Number 14, Mark, Brian, Cian, Shane and Nikki were the original members of which Irish boy band? That's Westlife. And number 15, which Irish town finishes the song title It's a Long Way to? Tipperary. All right, now these hairstyles. So number 1, mullet. Number 2, mohawk. Number 3, bun. Number 4, chignon. Number 5, bob. Number 6, afro. Number 7, bouffant. Number 8, ponytail. Number 9, crew cut. Number 10, beehive. Number 11, pigtails or bunches. I'll accept both. Number 12, French plait. If you said plait, I'll give you half a point, but it was officially a French plait in that style. Number 13, a DA or a ducktail. Number 14, dreadlocks. And number 15, a perm. Wasn't that a fabulous perm in that picture there? Okay, they are all of your answers for tonight. How on earth did you get on? I hope you had a good quiz. I hope there was a good balance there, quite a few different rounds. to keep you busy and interested tonight. How did you get on? There's your quizzing bragging rights ladder. Did you level up? Have you dropped down to a quizzing imp or a quizzing dabbler? As I always say, it doesn't matter as long as you had a good time. Please let me know how you got on. You know I love to hear. And I hope to see you next week for the first anniversary of the Pub Quizzle. Can you believe it has been a year since we started doing this? Can you believe that today was the first day of lockdown? I know that it's been dubbed Reflection Day, so let's reflect over the past 12 months. And please do join me next week. Come along with some fizz, maybe with a sparkly dress on. I don't know, whatever you enjoy, but please do come and celebrate the first anniversary of the Pub Quizzle with me, your host Ali B. Stay safe, stay sane, stay happy, and I will see you next week. Have a great week. Bye.